Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of a reliable client-server communication, guys. So basically, to resolve these process failures and all those failures, so first of all, your connection that could be from client to server, as we are assuming here as client server, so that should be reliable, right? So the sent data should be successfully received by the receiver. So only when this is proper, then you can think of the faults and all those things, right? Yes. So in addition to process failures, a communication channel might have some more issues. Like it could be a crash, it could be some kind of omission, it could be time issue, like it could be arbitrary failures, right? Yes. So basically to omit a few of these things, we will be using the point-to-point communication, guys. So basically from one system to another system, even though there are multiple systems in the network, the connection between these two will be separate. Point to point, the data, everything will be transferred. Okay? Yes. Don't think that there will be some separate wire. It will be through the network only, but a dedicated connection will be provided. That's it. Okay? Yes. So in many distributed systems, a reliable point-to-point communication is established by making use of the reliable transport protocol. That is nothing but TCP, guys. That is nothing but transmission control protocol. So if you recall, we are having a TCP and UDP, guys. Among which TCP is a reliable transmission, whereas UDP is a non-reliable, because TCP is a connection oriented, UDP is a connection less, guys. Okay? Yes. So that is the reason why TCP is more popularly used in most of the applications, and even UDP is also used in few applications, guys. Don't underestimate UDP also. Okay? Yes. So but when it comes to reliability and all those things, TCP will be used. Yes? Okay. So TCP makes omission failure. So basically among all these failures, omission failure is automatically covered by the TCP, guys. So omission means we are missing something, like it could be packet, data or anything, right? Yes. So how TCP will resolve it, guys? So assume that you are sending a data from your server to client. Okay, you sent the data. Client told, okay, I received the data. Again, you sent the data. Client told, I received. Again, you sent, but here somewhere the packet is lost. So you did not got any reply. So indirectly you will assume that, okay, so the client did not receive the data or something happened. So let us send it again. The same data is sent again. So here you are doing retransmission, right? So this is a solution for this omission failure, guys. So which occurs in the form of lost message by using acknowledgement and retransmission, which are completely hidden from the user. So basically the user will not know these things, like the request failed and we got the data. It will not know anything, guys. So basically assume that in this way, guys. Okay. So assume that you opened your system, okay, and you typed some website name. Okay. Yes, you typed the website name. So initially it was loaded. So again after some time you tried, but this time it did not load and it took some time, like it took 2 to 3 milliseconds. After that you opened the website. So in this milliseconds there could be a crash happened. Omission happened, right? Yes. So this is nothing but a solution, guys. So basically by using retransmission of data you can resolve it. Okay. So however, crash failure. So basically whenever the server crashed, so I think everyone in your life at least once or twice you've seen this message, guys. So whenever you open some kind of busy websites, you'll be getting the server is not responding, IP address not found. Okay, so these kind of errors, right? Yes. Okay. So however, crash failures are not masked, so you cannot mask them, guys. Okay. So it occurs when the connection breaks. Here the client is informed that the crash has been occurred due to this reason. So they'll be specifying the reason also, guys, because of this the reason occurred. Okay, so in that way, right? Yes. So the one way to resolve this issue is nothing but to reconnect automatically without informing client. Okay. Yes. So basically I think everyone used WhatsApp web, right? So this uses some kind of mechanism like that. So basically whenever your phone is not connected on the internet, so initially it will retry to check whether it is working on your mobile or not in 2 seconds. It did not work. Again it will check for 4 seconds. It did not work. Again after some time 16 seconds. Like that, multiply it. And it will be increasing its time as per the requirement. So in this way. So it will automatically recheck whether it is working or not, working or not. So in this way can also be applied for the TCP connection, and that will be established, and through which you can reduce this crash failures, guys. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea on this point-to-point TCP connection. Okay. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about RPC semantics in presence of failure, guys. Guys, the next lecture will be really interesting and it's a bit lengthy lecture also. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture and discuss about it, guys. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.